The Oahu real estate market stats for April 2024 have just been released, and the Oahu market numbers were really hot in April. I'll talk about why I believe this is completely misleading and what is really going on in the market coming up next. Aloha and welcome to the Oahu Market Report for April 2024 by Sotheby's International Realty. I'm Scott Startsman with the High Estates team and 2-decade Oahu Realtor. I'd like to give a shout out to Christian again. What's up, buddy? And now let's get into the market numbers. The Oahu single-family home market numbers were really strong in April. The median sales price for a single-family home was $1.1 million, up 10% in price from the same time last year, while sales for single-family homes were up by 26% compared to April of last year. Also, the median number of days a home is on the market before going into escrow dropped 29% to 17 days. That's a huge jump in movement in market activity and in prices. So let's talk about what's really going on here. Since escrow timeframes to buy are typically around 45 days, that means most sales that showed up in April data are actually from transactions that contracted in February and March. Interest rates during that time had dropped from 8% at the end of 2023 to around 6.75% in early 2024. And so what we see here is the strength in market activity from what a roughly 1% drop in interest rates created in the marketplace, and from positive economic news that inflation was getting back in line. But inflation data in the last month was not very good, and the Fed backed off of its announcement of its plans to drop rates 3 times this year, and mortgage interest rates actually went back up to around 7.5%. That movement is naturally going to slow activity down as an increase in rates eats into affordability, which will remove some buyers from the marketplace. So I do expect softer housing numbers to come out over the next couple of months from the increase in interest rates and be closer to a sideways movement. But take the April numbers as a warning for those that wait for interest rates to drop to buy. A 1% rate drop effectively increased buying activity by 25% and a 10% price increase. It appears this could be a very real indicator that if you wait for rates to drop, you are going to be paying more for the home in price and have more competition from buyers. Eventually, rates are anticipated to get into the 5% range, so what will activity and prices look like when rates do start to move down below 7% again? Housing inventory did increase some this past month, but is still significantly restricted. We now have 618 homes actively for sale on the market. I always quote pre-pandemic inventory levels for perspective, which in 2019, the lowest number of homes actively available for sale at any month was 1,641. In doing so this last month, sellers are getting on average 99% of their asking price and 33% or 1 in every 3 homes sold for at or above their asking price. For condos, the numbers aren't as strong, but that is due to the condo insurance situation I've been referencing. This has caused issues for getting loans on certain buildings or the requirement for portfolio loans at higher interest rates. There are enough buildings being affected that this appears to be affecting the condo market sales figures. The median sales price for condos in April was up 5.16% to $528,000. The number of sales were up less dramatically than the home market, but was still up 2.6% compared to the same month last year. The median days on market for condos increased last month to 29 days. Inventory levels grew in the condo market as well, as we have 1,576 condos actively available for sale. That is up 5.6% compared to the previous month. That is leading sellers to getting 97.8% of their list price and 15% of condos sold for full price or more. In summary, as I've mentioned before, our market will move as interest rates move this year. The inflation numbers were stronger than expected last month, and in doing so, interest rates increased above 7%. I did feel the activity in the market slow slightly. The market as a whole is not consistent, as some neighborhoods, buildings, and price points are very strong while others are pretty soft. We brought a condo on the market in Hawaii Kai and had nearly 40 parties through in 4 days, had multiple offers, and it went into escrow over asking. While in another neighborhood, we brought a beautiful home on the market, but the activity has been relatively slow. I do believe the key to take from this last month's numbers is that a 1% drop in interest rates significantly increased sales activity and prices, and should be taken as a warning for those that are waiting for rates to drop before buying. That shift in the market was pretty instantaneous, and with rates having gone back up, you may have another opportunity here with less competition. The question here is, what is the window here that buyers have before rates move down in a more permanent fashion? Let me know your thoughts below. Thanks for watching my video. Once again, I'm Scott Startsman with the High Estates team and List Sotheby's International Realty. If you like this video, hit the subscribe button for more content like this. I put a link in the description below for our latest market report, so feel free to check that out. You can also learn more about Oahu's housing market at highestates.com, and feel free to contact us for all your Oahu real estate needs.